Welcome to Core Essentials. My name is Mike Sylvester, founder of Core Essentials, a stability-based strength training program that fuses together the many disciplines of fitness, including yoga, Pilates, physical therapy, and traditional strength training. The concept is simple. Build a stable base before you build muscle. The benefits are numerous: injury prevention, improved balance, and core stability, agility, cardiovascular endurance, muscular definition, and stabilization that allows flexibility, and strength that has a purpose, all in just 30 minutes. Welcome to Core Essentials. My name is Mike Sylvester, and on today's Research Corner, I'm going to talk extensively about vitamin supplementation. Recently, there was an article in Prevention magazine that was titled, "Should You Kick the Multivitamin Habit?" I have to admit, the findings even surprised me. Some studies actually say they may cause harm. On today's show, I will give a summary of the article. I warn you in advance, it's a long summary and it pertains mostly to women. So here goes. If you're a health-conscious individual, you most likely consume a multivitamin. Many people have been told it's a good insurance policy if your diet lacks proper nutrients. However, according to Miriam Nelson, PhD, director of the John Hancock Research Center on Physical Activity, Nutrition, and Obesity at Tufts University, this insurance policy mentality is an old wives' tale, and we need to debunk it. This change is supported by two massive studies. The first, a review of 63 randomized controlled trials, and that's the gold standard research method, on multivitamins, published by the Agency for Healthcare Research and Quality, found that multivitamins did nothing, I repeat, nothing to prevent cancer or heart disease in most populations, with the exception being developing countries where nutritional deficiencies are widespread. In the second published paper last year, scientists at the Fred Hutchinson Cancer Research Center followed 160,000 postmenopausal women for about 10 years. The researchers' conclusion? Multivitamins fail to prevent cancer, heart disease, and all causes of death for all women. Whether the women were healthy eaters or ate very few fruits and vegetables, the results were the same, says the lead author, Miriam Newhouser, PhD. Maybe you never expected your multivitamin to prevent breast cancer or head off a heart attack. Maybe you just felt that taking one would make you healthier by boosting your immunity or energy level. But research on those benefits is equally discouraging, especially in specialized groups on which you'd expect them to have an impact. For instance, a British review of 8 studies found that the vitamins didn't improve fatigue among breast cancer patients undergoing radiation therapy. And inner-city school children who took a multivitamin did not perform any better on tests or have fewer sick days than students who didn't take one. There is even a small body of evidence that may suggest harm from multivitamins, says David Katz, MD, director of the Prevention Research Center at Yale University School of Medicine. A 2010 study of Swedish women found that those who took multivitamins were 19% more likely to be diagnosed with breast cancer over a 10-year period than those who didn't. A 2007 paper in the Journal of the National Cancer Institute found that men who took multivitamins along with other supplements were at increased risk of prostate cancer. And other researchers has linked excessive folic acid intake to higher colon cancer risk in people who are predisposed. In terms of a risk-benefit ratio, says David Katz, why would you accept even a tiny risk if you're not getting any benefit? So why were earlier researchers so wrong? One reason is that they were studying the wrong people. It's now well known that people who take multivitamins tend to be some of the planet's healthiest to begin with. Researchers have shown that vitamin takers tend to be leaner, more affluent, and more educated. They drink and smoke less, they exercise and go to the doctor more. In other words, they're healthier despite their use of multivitamins. In addition, the very concept of a multivitamin as a nutrient delivery system is limited. We now have a much better understanding of how well whole foods deliver their nutritional benefits. A typical multivitamin contains 10 to 25 isolated nutrients, but fruits and vegetables have hundreds of active compounds with a long list of health properties. The vitamin C in a multivitamin is not as effective as the vitamin C in a citrus fruit, where it's also surrounded by fiber and flavonoids and carotenoids, which are powerful antioxidants. All these nutrients working together is what really keeps you healthy. So even when you're not eating the healthiest diet, there's no proof that a multivitamin is the right tool to fill in the gaps. And it doesn't make up for the main disease-fighting nutrients the average American woman is missing, like fiber, omega-3s, and vitamin D. So you may be asking yourself if I should stop taking my multivitamin. While it's true that the average American woman, whether a healthy eater or not, probably won't benefit from a multivitamin. The supplements are still recommended for certain groups, however, based on eating habits and lifestyle. And most women do still need a few strategic supplements to make up for certain dietary gaps. More on this later. First off, let's go over the groups of women that can benefit from a multivitamin. These are women who are pregnant, vegans, or those who don't eat any animal products, including dairy or eggs, dieting women who consume less than 1,200 calories per day. Now let's talk about the supplements most adults need. Vitamin D. More than 50% of U.S. adults are deficient in vitamin D. No wonder, considering it's virtually impossible to get enough from food, and most of us don't spend enough time outside for our bodies to synthesize this nutrient from sunlight. Vitamin D's ability to prevent bone fractures is well documented, and a slew of new research shows it may also protect against heart disease, boost immunity levels, and fight weight gain. Talk with your primary care physician to get your vitamin D level checked. Next one on the list is omega-3s. Best known for heart health benefits, doctors prescribe high-dose pills to treat high triglyceride, low HDL cholesterol. These unsaturated fatty acids, which most